Subscriber Newton Menlo says, I need more art on my wall. Kind of makes me wish I was doing a burger episode now. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. It helps the channel out a lot. It helps YouTube to see that we're building an audience and also to be able to put these videos in front of the right people. I upload every Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time, and I'm online for the first half hour that the videos go live so that I can respond to your comments in real time. Last video, we made some farmer's cheese, which is pretty much separating the curds from the whey. This video, I'm making some ricotta, which is made from whey. There's more cheese in there. If you want to watch last week's video to see how I got to this point, I'll put it up right here and in the description below. And now I'm going to take that big pot of whey I have, bring it back up to temperature 190 Fahrenheit, about 88 Celsius, and I'm going to start seeing a different kind of cheese emerge on the top. So from refrigerator cold, this was going for about half an hour while I set up, and we're almost there. We're at about 165 Fahrenheit. We'll do the math somewhere here. All right, we are there again. I'm not quite sure if the fishing net is going to work. The holes might be a little bit too big, but I did buy this just for this purpose. The holes are a little bit too big, but that is the ricotta cheese right there. While I work on it, I'm going to bring down the heat to keep from boiling at this point. What I'm trying to resist is having to use the cheesecloth again, which is perfectly legitimate. We actually might need to use my two-pot trick. Freshly washed cheesecloth. I use these a couple of times. Trying to blockade myself between me and the window while still letting my artificial light come in. What a paradoxical thing to do. Let's get the cheese taken care of and off the heat. I'm gonna let that drain in this pot. And this smells a lot more cheesy than last episode. Last bit of business with the ricotta. I don't need it to drain all the way, but because I actually want to keep this a little bit looser. And you saw those two big cheese balls that we made with this milk already. This was also in there. Same milk. You can salt it now if you want and mix it in. I'm gonna put this in other things, so I'm not gonna salt right away. I'm going to wait until I make other things. But for this much, I would start with maybe 1/4 teaspoon and work my way up from there. And look at all this. Look at all of this free food that in this scenario, in my scenario, was free to me. This is from 2 gallons of milk. But how much would you pay for this much ricotta cheese? And how much is 2 gallons of milk where you are? Let's taste this. No, that's so fresh and delicious. Oh man. I get a kick out of it every time. I know it's gonna work, but it seems like alchemy. I'm gonna let this cool down before I put it in the refrigerator. Just touching it, it's probably about 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 55 Celsius. And I just say that because I know that temperature very well. It's the temperature I like my coffee. So I'm gonna put this by the window for a few minutes before I put it in the fridge. About 20 minutes by the window, and this is cooled nicely to room temperature, so it's not going to bring up the temperature of our fridge. This has a shelf life of about 2 weeks, so make sure you use it by then. You don't have to use this in recipes. You can take little dollops of cheese off the top, eat them on kind of whatever you need. This is a quart-sized deli container, or around 1 liter. 1 gallon of milk, if you're gonna do this, is probably gonna give you about a pint, a little more manageable size. So one good recipe and then maybe some home cooking experimentation will see this used, nothing wasted. Thanks a lot, guys. As always, let your hunger be your inspiration.